What's fucking goody, boys? This is like take fucking 30 to record normally because my laptop's tweaking and was lagging like crazy. But I believe it's pretty alright right now. So that's why I'm uploading hella late. And like, I'm really fucking bright. So also need to change that, but whatever. We're gonna dive right into it. As y'all can see, break even trade today. It is what it is. Real shit. Break even trade today, minus 40 bucks. Trade of 8 called me a crazy fill today, so we're gonna dive right into it. 9:30. First things first, go on the hourly and see what's going on. So we have a whole lot of PD arrays marked out over here, or I mean available to mark out this hourly above, but we didn't tap it, so I'm not gonna bother marking that out for the 40th time today. So I know this hourly is below here, and if we go onto the 15-minute time frame, oh my eye, we can basically see this is a whole bunch of bullshit because there's no 15-minute PD array at all, nowhere. The only PD array we can realistically mark out is this 15-minute above, which we're kind of close to and trending towards. And there's also this 15-minute above here, which we could potentially mark out. Like, okay, if we go above this, we tap it, but we didn't today, so don't even worry about it. In terms of this, I just like to mark out PD arrays that are kind of close to opening price at 9:30 to form a couple of trade ideas. So I don't really have a bias coming into the day. I more so see what kind of PD arrays there are, and then I just form trade ideas based in my head off these PD arrays instead of me expecting something from the market. And then when it happens, it's cool. But if it doesn't happen, if my bias is wrong, then I could end up missing out trades or jumping into a trade like really uh, quickly without really thinking about it. I like to be more reactive of what the market does. So with that being said, I marked up my PD arrays higher and lower of price, and I'm just gonna see what price it's gonna do. There's no 5-minute PD array anywhere, by the way. This is all chop. I mean, you could mark out this, but it doesn't really make sense since for value gap is basically an imbalance, and if we go through it entirely, we have rebalanced the range. So it's not really valid in my opinion anymore. So now getting into 9:30. I'm gonna play this out pretty quickly. First things first, we don't tap any of my PD arrays. The first one we tap is this 50-minute right above here that we marked out previously. So what I want to see here is this manipulation leg getting an inverse to the downside. That'll be my confirmation that we go lower. Since this is all accumulation, we manipulate and then distribute. That's kind of something I keep in mind. It's not really I take a trade off of, but if it happens, it's great. It's just some extra confirmation. So what's happening is price is kind of chopping around here. And basically, right at this point in time, which was 9:45, right over here, is when the 15-minute candle closes. And you can see that we don't inverse this 15-minute for value gap. So this is a gap. If we inversed this gap with this candle, my trade idea would be invalidated. But because we hold this gap, and if we go a little further, we can see that price moves up and then moves lower. So now what has happened is this manipulation leg has created a 5-minute fair value gap right over here. And this was going to be my confirmation. If we inverse this, we go lower. But if we respect this and move higher and then also potentially inverse this 15-minute, then that would be great bullish structure and confirmation for me. So at this point in time, I was kind of reactive and really dependent on this 5-minute candle to see what was going to happen. Now moving forward, this is the close of the 5-minute candle, and if you zoom in pretty fucking far, you can see that we missed this by like, well, I don't know, tick. Nothing. We basically edged the inverse, and my rules clearly state I need to see an inverse if it wants to go lower. Now you could have taken it here, and you could have gotten a very nice trade towards these lows and stop loss, probably like the body here or whatever you want to do. Could have been nice, but doesn't match my rules, so I didn't take it. At this point in time, I was pretty confident that we were going to go lower because of this displacement, and it's like a good closure where we just didn't inverse it. And on the next 5-minute candle, you can see that we clearly inverse this 5-minute gap. So this is where I went short. But the downside to this trade is that we have dumped quite a lot and we're pretty close to my break-even point, which is all the way over there. I put my TP right around here, and this isn't a random point because it is a unfilled hourly for value gap. So this is an for value gap with a London low, which is also a great draw, but this didn't match my trade since it doesn't make sense for me to take profits here since that would be a very negative RR. So I didn't take it. I went all the way down there. And what happened is on the 5 minute, this would have been, or this was my break even spot. And it's kind of unfortunate to see price within 1 minute tapping my break even. I went break even, immediately got stopped out, and then next thing you know, price runs all the way fucking down to my TP. So that's kind of unfortunate today to see price running towards my, I guess, draw, not really draw liquidity, but more so my draw in terms of where I wanted to see price going and kind of reacting off of, which was the hourly gap. So that happened to be the case, which is great, but just a bit unfortunate since I got break even. But I'm happier with this outcome, which is me following my rules and then getting break even, than comparing that to me not following my rules, not going break even, being greedy, and then taking the profits. That would have been a worse outcome for me since that would have meant that I didn't follow my rules. I wasn't disciplined. So something I want you to take away from this video, you guys, is that it matters more whether you're consistently disciplined, which will in the end, in the long term, result in basically you winning or being profitable or whatever, instead of you chasing wins and breaking the rules. Because maybe today you would have taken some profits, but on the other day, price would have moved higher. You would have got stopped out and then potentially revenge trading because you're mad that you didn't follow your rules. And then there you go, downward spiraling. So it's, for me, really important to stay consistently disciplined. And that's what I'm trying to live by these days, to get even further into my trading journey. So that was basically my trade today. Pretty short one. I was already done like right about here at 10 a.m. And got off the charts, one trade a day. As y'all can see, if I leave the replay trading, unbelievable, the lag. And I put on execution marks, you can see here. Facts, you cannot see it anymore since the fucking next day already, dude. Crazy work. Well, you have to believe me on my word. I can show you in TradeZilla, dude, right about here. This laptop is really killing me, bro. Execution marks. All right, so I hope you all enjoyed the trade recap. Took something away from it. This lag is absolutely crazy. I'm gonna have to work it out. Catch y'all fucking tomorrow.